Drop frames, drop frames, drop frames. It's going down, it's going up again, it's going up again. Ride or die. Not a whole lot happening right now. Go look responsible. Hit the like button. Y'all know what to do. I have my fish gear on me. New house, log satchel. Why am I carrying around all this junk? Hey, what are you doing? 10 hours, 5 minutes. All right, let's get 10. Or 20. Go. Focus. Abilities, job ability. War cry. Buddy in the chat. Done. 1. Come on. Bang. War cry sucks. It only lasts 12 seconds. Bang. Hey, a rabbit hide. Oh, excuse me. And anybody in the chat? Anybody out there? No? Casting that shit on. This feral mutt. Look at this thing. Dang. Level thing is this. What level thing is this? I can grammar. Weapon skills, hard slash. Will that kill it? It missed completely. How many skill ups? Status is this. Combat skill. Great act. Oh, my shit is just severely underleveled. Owie. Ow again. A whole 0 damage. Hello, Dark Knight unlocker. Nope. Warrior. What are you looking at? Stop looking at me. I'm sensitive. Finish him. Yes. What's your name? Guzu Sirox? Yes. I'm trying to finish. Hit the like button. Finish off that like button. Playing Final Fantasy 11. Private server. You can play too. There's a link in the description. This stream. Download the client and hop right in yourself. I'm doing a quest where you have to defeat 100 enemies with this sword to unlock one of the job classes. Jesus rocks. Oh, okay, I see it now. That makes sense. It's a fun way of spelling it. This actual G. There you go. Jesus rocks. What did I say? Goosen socks? I don't know. Not far away, but my second monitor is like kind of jank. Can't see great on it. How you doing tonight, Jesus rocks? How was your St. Patrick's Day? Dang. Stop looking at me, I'm sensitive. Thank you, but too late to start. Thank you, though. Problem? No. Double attack proc. Look at that. Giant sheep meat. Alright. Had dinner with the wife. Yeah, I just mundane day for me. And I yes, please. Yes, I got a party. Level 43 beetles. Why am I recovering HP? Yeah, so I stayed home with my wife and daughter. We went out earlier to our local mall and just walked around. Just few brews and done. St. Patty's Day spaghetti. Okay. What is a St. Patty's Day spaghetti? Is it like a green pasta or just regular spaghetti? Because as an Irish person, I can tell you Irish food is trash. There's just really nothing like... Nobody says, I want to go out and have Irish tonight. It's just bar food. Like, that's the cliche Irish food. Speaking of which, I do have a brew downstairs I gotta go get. I saved the Guinness I was gonna have today. I just gotta go downstairs and get it. Yeah, I've partied on St. Patrick's Day twice, and it's just not a big deal. I could skip it. I remember in high school, I used to, on purpose, wear all black on St. Patrick's Day. Just to be a contrarian asshole. So nothing changed. So in high school, I was playing this exact same game, and a contrarian asshole. Years later, I'm playing this game, I'm still a contrarian asshole. I did wear green, though. Myself, my wife, my daughter, we all wore green today. Good munchy food with a buzz. Yeah, spaghetti's good. Now, is it actually spaghetti? Or is it linguine? Is it angel hair? Or is it some other variety of thin pasta? If I go and get that Guinness, I'm probably going to need something to eat. Right now, my taste buds are all fucked up because of a sinus issue I'm dealing with. But, like, I wasn't playing such an involved, grindy MMO. I'd be, I would honestly fry up some potatoes. Get them crispy on both sides with some salt and pepper and ketchup and a beer. But I gotta go grind away on, an XP party. Just regular noodles. That's cool. That's the best sometimes. The big plate of pasta and a side of a vegetable. That's all you need. I can skip the vegetable, but my wife won't have that, so. Hey, just give me a big plate of food and like, just like pasta with meat sauce or marinara sauces and Parmesan on top. That's all I need. I gotta skip the salad, but the wife has to have her green. I don't blame her. She's the smart one. It's healthier that way. Ah, shit. I don't get credit towards the 100 kills if I use a special attack. Are you into video games there, Jesus Rocks? Have you played Final Fantasy 11 before? If not, that's alright. You're welcome here. Spotting bear. I gotta get ready to go to that party. Oh, there you go. Garlic bread and red wine. You can't go wrong there. I'm about 10. Played RuneScape. Okay. Yeah, RuneScape. I've never played it. I've seen like videos of it. It's old. I feel like this game holds up better than RuneScape does. My only exposure to RuneScape was a video. There's a YouTuber I follow. He finds different ways to play like Bethesda games, like Skyrim, Oblivion, Fallout. He played Skyrim, but someone did a RuneScape mod, so it looks like RuneScape, but it's Skyrim, and that was my first experience to RuneScape. Yeah, I was friends with a guy in high school who sold his RuneScape character to someone else we went to school with for 20 bucks. Alright. Okay. Oh, good. I can keep my gear, right? Level what? 43? Goody, goody. Wait, I can go to my map, go north. Bomb. A bat. Another bat. So, do you play any current games there, Jesus? I mean, maybe I shouldn't call you Jesus. I don't know how religious anybody is. I don't want to be, you know, blasphemy and all that. Or his name in vain. I'm baptized Catholic, but I don't practice. I'm an atheist. I don't actually like saying I'm an atheist because I feel like atheism itself is a religion. I just kind of don't acknowledge the whole thing. See it as fictional. Oh, when I was a kid, when I played this game on... So I'm on a private server. Where you, like, you don't have to pay monthly. But when I played retail, where you pay monthly Final Fantasy XI as a kid, I think I spent like 20 bucks on 1 million gil, which is the in-game currency. So I bought in-game money a couple times with real money. It's such a pathetic thing to do. What's the region info? Conquest. Last talk is in second. Oh, look at that. Yep. Okay. Yeah, it's like the ultimate pathetic thing to do, though. Don't have time for games. No, I'm the same way. I only get on at night. Fuck is this thing? Oh, I thought I was about to die. I want to spend money to skip the grind and not understand endgame at all. And play like a noob. I'm up at 5 a.m. So that's up early. No, I hear you. Yeah, a lot of people that play Final Fantasy, and you would know, Casey, how it is. Probably 14 is the same, the most optimized gear sets, the meta. Like, I don't Like, does it give me... What do I need to make my guy hit harder? Okay, I need high strength stat. Okay, give me all the gear that ups my strength. The end. Western? Altepa Desert? How do I get it over here? Yeah, the Chinese gold farmers. Retail Final Fantasy XI had that problem too. I think the G4 Tech TV interviewed a guy who did that. Ran a company that did that, and he's like, oh, if you see a Chinese guild farmer, just leave them alone. They're just doing their job. Like, dude, you're selling. Because when you sell in-game currency and in-game things, I think you're technically selling something that isn't even yours. This might not be the right way. That's right? I don't know. This is the worst map design ever. Either tunnel or... I don't have a good feeling about this. Oh, look at that. Okay, never mind. I've been wrong before. Where are we going? Alright. Okay. Now I'm a good, responsible boy now. I have all the right weapons. I've got... Oh, there you go. That. Don't know what aggro's. 40 is too low for healer. View house, bug satchel. I don't know what I got. What I'm gonna need. Items. Violet oil. Now they just farm Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin is worth a hell of a lot more than some in-game currency or an in-game item. But Bitcoin is... Crypto is made-up nonsense. Saying that because I don't understand it, and nobody can explain to me how crypto is and what it works in a cohesive way. Thank you, Jesus Rocks. Take care. You're welcome back anytime. Feel free. Have a safe trip and commute to work tomorrow. Thanks for staying up late on my account. I appreciate it. Bitcoin is illegal in China because they probably want to create their own crypto. They want to sell and abuse, my guess. Yeah, it's illegal for everybody else but members of the party and their princelings and their people that are getting good with them. Yeah, work does indeed suck. Well, I'm trying to change that. Alrighty. The Galka homeland. So my race, the Galka, is actually... This is where they come from. Their homeland. Taking me. Five. Yeah, it feels good not being cheap. Just that Eco Warrior, that weekly quest you can do where you fight the monsters and you get 10k EXP scrolls. That's just awesome. I'm still running off last week's EXP scroll. Or no, the week before I popped it. Then I never got a party. Then I got one more Wandering Tail to use. And then I can use another... called... Another Wandering Tail. Scorpions. These are scary looking. Scorpions are objectively terrifying. They are. Body. Wawa Wewa. Weapon is Avli's dagger. Fancy looking dagger. Hey, Puck64, what's happening? Been here before, right? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Remember you. Been here before. How you doing? Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. Hit the like button. I am 150 hours away from super chats, memberships. Actually, and for full-on monetizations, I am 1,150 hours. Alright, I'll actually be right back. I gotta go get something from downstairs. I'm a little hungry. Oh, alright. I'm here. Okay. And what? ERB. Oh. This says I'm dropping frames like crazy. What the fuck is going on? Happening? I'll come back up. Okay. Alright, looking for another DD. Let's emergency gags, and I'll be on my way. Got it on my way. Very good, very good. These analytics look. Extreme health. That says good. Nothing to see here, folks. Well, thank you, Casey. Appreciate it. Swipe on, swipe off. Yeah, you gotta like run around and do stuff. That might be why I have a viewership problem. A friend of mine said something. He's like, yeah, every time I come to your stream, I just see your guy, Wu Yi, just standing there. And I'm like, stopped and thought about it. I'm like, yeah, he kind of has a point. There's not constantly something happening. People are going to be like, just, what the fuck is this? No, only other person watching something, she's actually went to sleep. I don't know what the fuck this thing's problem is. There should be nothing eating my bandwidth. What do I have open? What is happening? Okay, hang on. Alright, I'm gonna... Okay. I don't understand. Better sharpen that point, stick it to him. Alright, hold on, kids. Alright. Perfect. Oh. Alright. 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 We're here. Ah, dumb. Alright. Here, we're queer. We got this. What's happening? Alive? Yeah. Pick for interlopers, better sharpen that. Pop out chat. Like WeChat, Red Note, Temu, TikTok, whatever those people use these days. This is ridiculous. I don't understand this. Oh boy, I got to keep all my gear. What do we got? Alright. Oh, we got a paladin, so I don't need a tank. This is a party. That's nope. Alright, good. What's DJ Longhair and those guys doing tonight? Who's getting hammered? Right, I did 100 damage. One hit. You go there after I stop streaming. Is he actually doing anything tonight? I didn't notice. A berserk on this shit. Well, thank you, Casey. I appreciate your loyalty. I think his new Streamlabs setup is a mess. So he has... So what? He went from... What did he go from? I thought, what was he using? Was he in Streamlabs? What was I thinking of? What did he change? I forget what he went from. From to 2. I think I'll put some ACK gear on. StreamYards, the Streamlabs, that's right. Uh-oh. Whoa. Apparently he can't afford it anymore. He should never have been paying for it in the first place. Like, why was he doing that service? I did StreamYards once, and I'm like, this is stupid. It doesn't save the video for me. Even if you stream it to your channel, you'll have that recording forever. But it... I don't get it. Oh, what happened? Who's dying? Owie. Dude's gonna get himself killed. going after me? Shithead, what are you doing? This is a mess. Oh, I can't be doing this. Log satchel. My roast carp. We survived. Oh, he's doing sneak attack, trick attack on us. That's what he's doing. My fishing rod work? What are we, level 40? New house, smog satchel. Got my billy club, I can hit him with that. Speedbow is 38. Yeah, I'll get that out. Invincible? What did he do? Oh, he's Starlight. Okay. I might have wasted my TP. I don't get why he does the stuff he does. He's got the subscriber count where people are going to do... I think there's a subscriber bias. Like, if he did what I'm doing and did Magic the Gathering, like videos, news, and inform, like creative stuff like that, he would get a lot of traction. People are like, oh, this guy has a lot of subscribers. He's legit, you know, he does giveaways. I don't know why he spends money to sell them, and it's just... I kind of backed away from a lot of the circle. They're all great guys, but like this whole thing of, you know, everybody's selling you something. Captain Waffles does a game, Whittler, DJ. Again, great guys, but it's just, it's got to be too much. I wonder what just like the downstream effects are going to be, the where things are going socioeconomically. The economy, we're in recession land, basically, and how are people going to be buying Spider-Man and Final Fantasy? They're going to find a way, because Magic players are like crack fiends. They have no job but find a way to get their crack fix. Jesus. His shorts are just pack openings. Those don't do well. Unless you're like a highly edited short, where you're opening one pack and you have the little like price things. Like some people edit their shorts. Every card it shows the 10 cents, 5 cents, 5 cents, and then like emojis. Those do well. But if it's just opening packs, I don't know. The way I see his channel, a lot of great, nice, cool people, but it's just kind of a fan club. And I don't know, same people week on week. I mean, he wants to make money. He's monetized, I'm guessing. Like, fully monetized. And I say fully, because super chats and stickers and memberships is not... That doesn't count as monetized. What a fuck. I know I'm not perfect. You know me, Casey, but I'm not like... I thought about doing that live stream stuff with games and giveaways, but I won't be able to manage it. I don't... I found out I have it when I was having a kid, especially. I just scaled back a lot of my expectations and things I wanted to do. Uses their referrals and promote himself outside. I gotta turn the volume down. This brew is effing good. I remember like last year talking to him about Vegas. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I gotta go. I want to go mainly so I can get giveaways for the channel." And I'm like, "Why? I'm not gonna spend a lot of effort, time, and energy and effort to go to Vegas, MagicCon Vegas, stuff to give away or I don't know." His games and giveaways just wear on people. Like, people just show up for the giveaways, I think. I mean, I did for a while. That's why I stopped going, because I keep getting stuff from him, and he's mailing me some stuff, like, and I haven't paid him back for it. I feel bad. It's just, it's on the back burner, that shit for me. And, I think I owe him some money. I don't know how much. I don't know. I got an archery skill up. You've been stacking my stash? What do you mean? Like, stuff you win, you're giving to me? I am not worthy, dude. You gotta stop doing that. I appreciate it. But, you know, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with them. I don't even know what I have over there. Okay, I got stuff for you, and I have no idea what... I have no idea what's in it. I guess it'd be a fun mystery box. But it's just a matter of I gotta... I guess give him money. For it. Too late. Well, spoil me. Keep those things for yourself. Actually, Casey, I'm going to flip the script. I got a question for you. What do you do with Magic regularly? Like, do you have an FNM dedicated game store? Do you compete in tournaments? Are you into that scene? All the stuff you said you wanted. I don't remember what that stuff is. I'm a real cheap, easy date. I have bad taste in Magic, as you know by now. I want Midnight Hunt and Crimson Vow all the live long day. I just love those sets. Hard. Armor break. Bang. What's up? Oh, Mana Rock, Soul Ring. Oh, I'm a hoarder and jank player. Okay. Hey, Nishi. Happy St. Pat's being here. Nishi. I love me my Nishi. Party can now start. We just need Rusty, but he's got a shit attention span, so tell Rusty, hey, I'm live. And he's like, oh, dude, I can't right now. I gotta go, like, I can't, I'm busy. And the dude doesn't, employment evades him. And he lives with his mother, and he's almost 40. And 10 o'clock at night, and he has something else to go do. It's like, come on, man. Darn, just used my gift card from work Got more yarn. There you go. A hand a little bit? Shit back. Ow. Took that to the face. 200 damage. Oh, you son of a bitch. He sat it off me. Yarn is going up in value because of tariffs. Are we importing yarn? No. Yeah, importing. Where are we getting yarn from? It'll become done much. Alright, I can't keep getting hit like this. Turkey and China. Yeah, Trump is fucking us all up. He, it was going to be a transition period. So, we don't have the manufacturing bit. Can't just do all that overnight. The dude's been in office since January, and he's all this shit happening. What are you doing? Wasp sting? That viper bite? I don't know. Jump. What do you guys think of the Venezuelan people we just exported out of the country? Put it in trade terms. Die already. Did I level up yet? This takes too fucking... Backdoor! Send what? Send more what? The Venezuelans? Export more? Trump should be like, I'm not doing deportation. I'm exporting people. I'm conducting trade. I like to think that the people he went after... Oh, two of them? The people he just exported out of the U.S. to Venezuela or whatever they went. I like to think the people they specifically targeted, they had good reason to get them. And yeah, Nishi, I saw that. I saw the little video they posted on Twitter. I'm workshopping a video now about just kind of... Maybe I'll do a secret layer video. But the video I'm workshopping is just saying Tarkir sucks now. And I don't have anything good to say about it. Another fucking secret layer. I can't even think of what some of the cards are. Nothing I saw was like, ooh, that's worth it. I don't think every secret lair should be like guaranteed value, because it's so subjective. Fuck. Europe getting nuked when NATO pulls out? When NATO pulls out of Europe? I mean, if anything, the US will leave NATO and it'll just be everybody but us. And who's gonna nuke Europe? Fucking Russia? When they're Europe is right next to Russia, so they'll just be screwing themselves. $3.50 on TCG Player. So what are the cards in that secret lair then? It was so underwhelming, I just blocked it out of my mind. This thing looks fucking scary. The Masticores in this game are fucking terrifying. Don't they always do those kind of drills and events, though? Like, readiness? What is happening? Who's dying here? That was almost you. Yeah, no one's gonna be shooting any nukes at each other. If anybody gets nuked, I think it's gonna be Ukraine. Putin's just gonna have enough, find out where Zelensky is, and just nuke that spot. They say they have a tactical nuke, but people say, their experts say there's no such thing as a tactical nuke. A nuke is a nuke. What? I sent you my region, please. Talking to. What? Didn't they already do a cats and dogs secret lair? I feel like that's a retread of some kind. This thing. Terrifying. Glowing red eyes. I'm so glad that they got a actual tank. All cats secret lair in 2026. What? They're announcing a secret lair for next year? I thought the secret lair cats and dogs was cats and dogs in it, so they're gonna ace it out. But a world where a blood test or birth, they could tell you how you would die. Normal stuff until one day all the babies born had the same death. Oh jeez. Creepy. I can't even think about that as a parent. Being a child, how people deal with that. Go 29 damage. Focus. I feel like these beetles are taking pieces out of us. Chaos drop. I said Hellfire. Like, Hellfire, people will talk about, like, Nostradamus and all these people that, like, see, he predicted nuclear weapons. It's like a big blaze of fire and whatnot. I don't think so. That's just coincidence. Like, people have been using fire and mass destruction weapons before nukes, with catapults just straight up setting fire, fire burning arrows, like fire, finding ways to firebomb people, those Greek fire. Based on the next secret layer theme. Okay. The same people are going to die from hellfire is just, like, people have been getting killed with fire for a very long time. Hey, Rusty, what's happening? Rusty, we were joking, or I was joking around about the, talking about, like, import-export tariffs. I said, did you see all the people that Trump, the deportations of all the Venezuelans to El Salvador, or whatever it was? I said, Trump should just say he's not doing, he's not deporting them, he's exporting them. Just put it in economic speak and everybody will be fine with it. Actually, you mentioned what we did to Tokyo. There's actually, Rusty actually sent me an AP article about, people in Japan that want wartime reparations from the US from what we did. And I was like, yeah, fuck you. Korea and China called and they want theirs first. Not happening. What is this mage doing? Oh yeah, Philippines got it bad, yeah. Yeah, you know what Japan's reparations was? It was us making sure, us being United States, making sure they didn't end up as a Russian fucking another East Germany. That's what they would have been. They would have been occupied by Russia and turned into a little Soviet fucked up satellite state or something. You're thinking about shit that will never happen, Rusty, so don't even worry about it. And it wouldn't matter. It's not like if you date a Japanese girl, she's not going to be like, oh my god, what your country did to my country. People don't give a shit. Unless you plan on dating a lady that's like 95. Then she might care. Yeah, so our reparations to Japan was letting them keep their emperor, not sending him to the fucking Tokyo War crimes trial to be hung like Tojo was. Or fucking sent Hirohito to the Soviet Union to be tried. You went to the time stream, you can date people of all the timelines. Oh. That was a funny episode. That's one of the Futurama episodes I remember where Fry became his own grandfather. And Farnsworth at the end was like, Thanks to our degenerate friend Fry here, he is his own grandfather. And at the end, where Bender's head fell off the ship, so they went back to the president and dug him up. I actually thought of him, why are the black... What is happening here? Hold on. I just noticed the black mage and the white mage are meleeing the beetle. That's funny. Are they even hitting him? You just hit it for 1 damage. Go quit your day job. Why do people use tofu presses? I don't know. So grandma threw it and kicked her out. Isn't there a, one of the Japanese royals a few years ago? One of the Japanese royals from a few years ago, I think he married a commoner. It's despicable that we still use that word, because commoner is a shit concept. Yeah, he married a commoner, and it was like a controversy. I think he opted to leave the royal family. I think the UN should pass a resolution just to do away with all these monarchies all over the world. Or just like a resolution that just reads, all monarchies have to STFU forever. And just stay out of it. Including Saudi Arabia, but that'll never happen. I don't know anything about this stuff. I find it irrelevant. What mattered is the, the successful restoration of Japan after getting torched. Look at that, 300 damage. Fucked him up. Why is UB standard? Yeah, why are they doing that? So it sells more? Give me a good reason why it's in standard, and I'll make a channel video and give you full props. All right. Party's pretty ish chord. Oh, because of Lego, huh? I think the Saudis only exist at our behest, though. I think the oil they found was, I think, the British gave it to them or something. And the Western world legitimizes them and buys their oil. When and if there's a full, like, shift or a really drastic shift to mostly EV, non-oil and gas cars, they're screwed. Saudi Arabia, actually, they bought a large share of Nintendo. They're buying other things. I think they're starting to my guess is they're starting to diversify because they know oil isn't going away right now, but it's getting there, I think. Any sense? You go from dealing 300 damage to 29. I don't think the US government knew what they were fucking with when they made the A-bomb. They did not know. They thought the whole world was going to catch on fire, and they're like, oh, okay, that's a possibility. Let's just go ahead and proceed. On the UB and magic thing. Okay. Thank you, Casey. There is absolutely nothing an air raid alarm would have done to help them from the atomic bombs. Absolutely nothing. They could have maybe shot down the planes with the A-bomb, at which point the bomb might have exploded when it landed anyway. I don't want our tank to die. The shelters would have easily saved 100,000. Didn't do it here. Too busy propping up gimmick-based boomer board games instead of doing... Would you have really wanted a Magic the Gathering movie, series, anime, or something? The way anime and the way all media has been lately, would you really have wanted a Magic anything right now? I don't think it would have been good. Yeah, and I bet our own guys in that POW camp got irradiated. Hasbro's propping up boomer board games. Here's a question. When did Hasbro buy WotC? Yeah, they thought about it. There was actually a 1990s. There was a 1990s Magic movie in the works, or at least like in development. Supposedly, Arnold Schwarzenegger was going to play Karn. I don't know. They keep fucking up the like, just you know, novelization of the Magic the Gathering storyline, like the online short stories they make. Those are all fucked up and jacked up and not well written. I can't imagine an anime is gonna be good. Street Fighter movie. I remember watching that. I'm like, I can't believe they did this. Like, what made them think that was good? Like, the 90s just couldn't get the message that um, video games don't translate into movies. Like, the Mario movie was terrible. Made no sense. It was just chasing the coattails of Jurassic Park. Well, no, I think it came out, and then Jurassic Park came out and totally destroyed it. Japan made the anime, not Netflix. They get it right. Nishi, if you go on eBay, you can buy the prop M Bison money from that movie. You can actually buy that money if you wanted to. Some people have bought that. I remember was it in Soul Calibur 4, me and my friend, we did a custom character. We made a near clone of M Bison. He wielded a giant, his weapon was the giant hammer. And we played online. This dude we played was like, dude, that looks like M Bison. That's so cool. We were coming up with all these characters, like, of other IPs we can make in Soul Calibur. What, Rusty? Alright, you don't gotta have a story for everything. Hasbro didn't understand what's marketable. The smartest thing they've done in terms of Magic IP, implement and settings as D&D settings. That's the angle they should be aiming for. Just line for Evil Chin. I do not remember. Magic characters is bland. Forcing card game mechanics into multimedia projects isn't going to attract people that are relating to card games. Settings of the plane hopping all the way I have right now, and that's what they should lean into. Yeah, I do like the different plane stuff that happens. The Magic did get spicy and fun when like planeswalkers became a thing, and there was like, because it kind of it was a multiverse. It made you realize it was a multiverse. Like when Vorinclex showed up on Kaldheim, I thought that was so cool. There was no explanation. He was just there. You knew there was something bigger at work in the storyline. Chat heating up. You guys missed it. I had a guy in the chat earlier. His name was Jesus Rocks. But G was spelled like literal G, the letter G. So G, like Z-U-S, Rocks. Focus. Boost. Firing off abilities. It would include Invoke Prejudice. You know what's funny? The racist Magic the Gathering cards. So Rusty knows about that because I told him about it. Those cards are like banned. They're supposed to be banned, but there were people selling those at MagicCon. Like in prison, the skinny black guy and the iron mask. There were people selling that. The vendors. So I don't. It's just. They should unban Crusade because they keep printing fucking, what's it called? Templar cards. Ravnica, Mirrodin, Phyrexia, Tarkir, Innistrad, the really cool settings. MTG specific creature types, Eldrazi, Phyrexian Slivers, all really strong identities. Yeah, you're right there. Nobody ever cared about the Jace's League, and everyone hates the current Planet of Hats direction. How each set worked for world building and how rich and fleshed out. Well, no, the problem is they got cheap. I think because the fan base is a lot of ADD, ADHD adult babies in the fan base, in my opinion. They can't do just three sets in the same plane like they used to do because people want to keep changing from place to place to place to place. That's not true, Rusty. I don't even know what you're talking about. Hide what for so long? What's a dead issue? And that artist for Invoke Prejudice, he's not an employee. Artists are contracted. They're hired to do the art. Yeah, Rusty, just don't speak to things you don't know anything about. No offense. You don't follow Magic, so just don't talk like, it doesn't make you look good. Dummy skill ups. Combat skill. Yeah, 121. Hearing about shows and movies for the last decade, nothing to show. I don't know what exactly has been the hiccup. Maybe some will talk about it after they retire and NDA expires. No, didn't Hasbro sell off or buy a movie studio or something recently, or an animation studio? Maybe Hasbro realizes they just don't need Hasbro realizes they just don't need a movie or an anime or a TV series, whatever, to explain their storyline. I'm just wasting arrows. Look at this. I'm a foot away from this thing and I'm missing every single shot. I hit it? Nope. Again. MTG setting is so broad you can literally do anything with it. I was trying to make... But in my opinion, they're constantly trying to make the opening for the most lucrative Hasbro Watson universe possible, and they always end up dropping all the lines. Makes sense. The, like, War of the Spark was cool. I know a lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was really interesting to see a big... As I've never seen anything happen like that in the Magic storyline. You got bits and pieces of it, of people just going gallivanting about the multiverse. But War of the Spark actually brought it home and delivered. Phyrexia Obi-Wan, like, that seemed really... I liked what they were doing. It seemed down and out. You're like, oh no. All these Planeswalkers are now Phyrexians. Morrow committed, there's no cure for Phyresis. And then the next block, it's the Wakandans and black people show up and save the day. The Phyrexian oil is turned off. Jace and Vraska magically cure themselves of Phyresis just through the power of love and Jace's mom's healing band-aids. It just made no sense. I signed it in day. All I have to do is say job interview when they ask about gaps in job history. Early accessible games, TV shows. Yeah. It's a good idea, Nishi. Trying to make the opening for the most lucrative Hasbro universe, but always, yeah. Well, I think where Pokemon has the advantage also, it's the video games. That's been their main thing. Well, I guess the anime is pretty close. Probably tied. I say I had a medical problem. I had to take care of a sick relative that helped me with said problem when they got sick and I wasn't. What if WotC still had Pokemon? Would things be better or worse right now? And it makes mysterious and looks like hard worker that kept secrets. No, I've applied for things that ask, like, are you under any kind of non-disclosures and whatnot? That's common. There's actually, like, laws they're trying to pass in the Biden administration, because, like, if you work at Subway and get a job at Quiznos, you're considered to have, like, inside knowledge and company secrets that you can't actually apply for that job until, like, 6 months later or something. This Costco fighting in the parking lot, does that actually happen? Oh, a guy working at Ka has to go to the dumbest thing possible. India excuse won't work around here. They start accusing us. Think you were in jail or something. Okay, what are you getting at, Rusty? What was he wearing to keep the sun off his neck? Original. Rusty, no one's gonna care. Like, how is that dumb? Trust me. Like, if the Asians now, they're not gonna recognize it. I heard the previous Hasbro CEO before his death had big plans for that, which they bought a studio to make more movies. To bring big MLB push. Oh, wow. Gen 5 specifically, but then fortunately died. The new CEO basically dismantled the previous one's plans. They uprooted the studio in a lot of, which probably Hasbro took a big money hit recently. I think WotC, like Hasbro knows, just keep having WotC do the most mediocre stuff and everyone's going to buy it up. Keep making Commander products and keep the Timmies happy, because I'm actually kind of sick and starting to get... Let me rephrase that. I'm getting sick of Commander. I just feel like it's become Magic. It's not what Magic is. Rusty, I don't think anybody cares. People aren't as tuned into history, and they look at somebody like, oh my god, he's wearing a hat and that thing. I'm so mad about this, the history of it. No one... That's like something nobody ever says. Yeah, the Hot Pockets Planeswalkers. I'm waiting for Magic the Gathering cereal. I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet. Hot Pockets are good only if they're in the toaster. And they take way too long. Like, if you're going to eat Hot Pockets, like, regularly, take them out of the fridge or freezer and let them... Like, if they're in the freezer, they have to get soft first. And if they're coming out of the fridge, let them sit room temperature for a few hours. And then put them in the toaster oven. That's the way to eat a Hot Pocket. That microwave shit is just garbage. It's just mushy. I remember I was friends with the guy in high school who would leave his Hot Pocket, the little... You eat the Hot Pockets, it comes with the cardboard sleeve. So you can hold it. He used to put his empty, expended Hot Pocket sleeve, leave it on our mailbox. And, like, it wasn't an inside joke or anything. He just thought it was funny. And my mom was like, hey, why is he doing that? And I was like, that's a good question. I didn't know he was doing that. And we had to be like, yeah, stop it. That's just not funny. It's just gross. You're putting trash in our mailbox. Hot Pockets. I have not eaten a Hot Pocket in probably 20 years. No reason for it. Okay. The Berserk recast time. I never actually checked. It is 5 minutes. Or the tendies of the 2000s. Hot Pockets are recycled food. I'm not surprised. The real magic. The way they are made is spoiled, unsellable cheese and ham. No, I bet. The hunks of meat that they couldn't process or use in anything else, so they stuck it in tiny cubed up pieces and weird odds and ends of various cheeses and preservatives and stick it in a pastry shell and sell it. Oh no, not the ice cream. I got real into making my own homemade ice cream for a little while. It's fun, but it's like almost not worth the effort. Like making the actual ice cream custard, it's a lot of work. And it's very delicate. Expired ice cream, reminted, and fake cocoa. Well, the price of cocoa and even coffee is going to be going up. Because a lot of cacao is grown in Africa. And Africa is being literally strip mined. Illegal mines being dug underground by people to sell the mineral rights. Which is destroying the plant life. The price of chocolate's going up. All these companies, look at all these chocolate packaging. There's a lot less chocolate. Like, you buy a chocolate bar from, like, I don't know, Ferrero Rocher, Nutella. It's mixed with hazelnut and other stuff now. Well, Ferrero Rocher has always been like that. A lot of stuff isn't pure chocolate anymore. It's just a dash of chocolate and other filler. They call it a chocolate bar. I don't think it's illegal, Rusty. That's probably just the byproduct of stuff they use for other things. So they like chunks of ham they put into existing things they make. Then the odds and ends pieces that don't fit in that package, they cube it up and put it in the others. I really should do boost more often. He's still incredibly tough. Yeah, it is. What's my party talking about? Missing all the party talk. In Moonlight now. Come back to melee range. Whoa. Need to buy a case of Kit Kats. I applied to a job at Ferrero Rocher a while back. I was looking at the company's history. So the Ferrero Rocher, like, original recipe is locked in a vault somewhere. But the Ferrero Rocher, it got started during World War II when there was embargoes and whatnot on Italy during wartime rationing. Chocolate was filled out with hazelnut. That's been the the way to do it ever since. Design the license stuff for collabs and the restrictions. Comply with brand guidelines is tough to deal with. Yeah, I bet. License stuff for collabs and restrictions. Yeah. The Magic logo and the property logo next to each other. Very sterile. Yeah, I think Nutella is made by Ferrero Rocher. It's hazelnut. You aren't allowed to do cool stuff that merges any part of the logo with other logos. No, it makes sense. Well, it's like that Magic artist you told me about, Casey, who stopped doing work with WotC. He talked about the woman who did the art for a Storm card for Magic Marvel. She can only sell the original painting. She can't sell artist proofs, play mats, and make the money from it because it's a Marvel IP. Which makes sense. It's not an original art. Well, I think they're going to keep the Final Fantasy pretty pure to what they looked like in the video games. Because Final Fantasy, unlike, you know, Lord of the Rings, it was always a visual medium. Lord of the Rings wasn't. It was a novel. So it's kind of, you could, however you picture it in your mind. I don't think people were picturing a black Aragorn. But Final Fantasy, I don't think we have to worry about that. I don't know where you got that, Rusty. You don't have to always be, you know, giving us historical corrections and whatnot. I don't know about that, Rusty. I read something pretty explicitly. It was a ration and just, you know, the hardness of World War II. I don't think it goes back to, not everything goes back to ancient history. I don't know how you know so much random shit, Rusty. So I just question it. You know everything at all times, and people don't need an encyclopedia entry read to them. I don't know if it's right or wrong. People just don't care to know. Interesting, but you know. Well, the first Final Fantasy, what? You rescued the princess, you restored the crystals, and pretty good ending. 2 through 6, I don't know what happened there. You think that giant drill prison from FF8 would just kill every prisoner in it? You think that giant drill prison from FF8 would just kill... I didn't play 8. Sounds like it, though. It makes sense. You win, but you lose. I do armor break and only deal 4 damage. Fuck. Hey, kindred seals. I haven't seen one of those yet. The D District Prison. I'm almost level 45. That's fun. Right, what a productive night. I need level 50 for the rank 5 to get rank 6. What am I now? Rank 5, yeah. So the 5-1 fight is a level 50 cap. I hated those skeletons on retail. I wiped on that twice. You guys are making me really want to try Final Fantasy VIII. I should give it another go. The graphics are great. And the characters seem cool. I just don't know anything about it. There was a gas chamber in Final Fantasy VII? I don't remember that. Don't remember that at all. Ability plus 2. Look new here. My sushi are like my insect balls. There's a worm in each. Attack and range attack. Fucking gear set. Locked in it. They're going to excuse her execute her. Oh, that's right. Then that weapon attacks Juno. They blow its head off. Oh, that's right. They fire the big cannon at it. I kind of remember that. The weapon skill missed. Go fuck your mother. About 7 or 8 were Yuffie and Selfie, and that's because I was like 13 or 14 at the time. No, Yuffie's my waifu in those games. I don't blame you. Yuffie's hot. I like her more than Tifa. Feel cringe saying that, but I'll just go ahead and say it. Yuffie's hot. just go ahead and say it. I don't care. I think Yuppie's a dork. All right. Those types in real life, my timings. Yeah, those types don't exist, Rusty, I can tell you that. The last thing you need to be dealing with, Rusty, right now is a girlfriend. So don't even think about that. She's an upstanding individual. Come on, Casey, don't sell yourself short. Wait, what the fuck? Our mage died. He shifted into fifth gear and went full gale. So our black mage died. He just overly nuked the mob and got all the hate. Final Fantasy XI doesn't actually have a black... There's no black character model. But the closest there is like a guy, it looks like he's like Native American with like face tattoos and like war paint on his face and like braided hair. That's the closest there is to a black person. Oh, he using a cricket racket and it took that personally. And I took that personally. What do you mean? There's plenty of black people in Final Fantasy. Anime is the same. You're playing it. What happened? No, in Final Fantasy 11, there's no black character model. Well, Riku going to be AFK, do whatever, and y'all end up like on weekend. What? Do whatever. Keep grinding? I don't got all night. No, the mainline games have black characters. 11 doesn't. You can tell that Barrett from Final Fantasy VII, they made him the way he is because that's the Japanese interpretation of black people. They think they all talk, look, and act like that. The black in this game by selecting Tataru Taru. Tarus are black now? Really? We're going there? Yeah, he might be based off Mr. T. That's what they were going for. All right, hold on. You could dance if you want to. You leave your friends behind. You leave your friends behind. That's funny. But Mr. T was Japan thinks of black people. That's a compliment. People name Barrett Mr. T instead. You can't tell the difference. Oh yeah, Shinra Online. What's that? Call him Blade. Sand. Oh, Barrett. The base party you start with, Cloud, Tifa, Barrett, is just so boring. I move on from them as soon as I can. Like, what is it? It's Cloud and Barrett, then Tifa, then Aerith. Why did Aerith get when she's localized in North America? They turned her into Ares. It's actually Aerith. Man. Who do you meet after that? Kate Sith? And then it's Sid, and Vincent is optional. Like, why'd I stop attacking? I'm not engaged. Which is why his look changed in Advent Children. That is Mr. T. I don't think he's quite Mr. T. He's just edgy black guy. Like, it's just no, he don't have a mohawk in 7. Take Vincent to kill Hojo. Does something special happen if you take Vincent with you for the Hojo fight? Or you mean just like storyline wise, it just makes sense? Yeah, to which part? I know that in Vincent's standalone game, Dirge of Cerberus, the opening cinematic it shows that fight, but a really pretty cinema, and when Hojo's defeated, Vincent goes running up the stairs to confront him, and Hojo is gone, from what I recall. Chaos Limit Break. What was the Gokt? Dirge of Cerberus, I think, has the best soundtrack of all of the Final Fantasy, and it's not even a mainline game. Because Gokt did 2 of the songs, Redemption and Longing. Those songs are just beautiful. I'm getting chills talking about them. I would play them on stream if Gokt wasn't going to come to my house and kill me. Because Gokt gets like 5 million views on some of his songs still. And he is still extremely famous. Oh, my Great Axe is capped. Finally, it's 126. Gokt. Yeah, the Japanese artist. Show some characters with balls. Too many modern RPGs haven't. Emo as hell. I think it's spelled Backkt. I didn't like Persona because it's Persona reminds me of Dragon Quest, like the way you fight in Dragon Quest is you don't see your character model, you just like see the animation when you attack. I think Persona was the same way. I didn't care. I gotta call it a night eventually. Dakto. I did not know that. Dakto. Okay. Well, he should put an O at the end of his name then. He should put the U and the O. We just got G-A-C-K-T here. And never personade. That's clever. Hey, I got the Kindred Seal. My first Kindred Seal. What happened? Had to try my... What? What did this guy say? Sorry, had to try my barbecue sauce with my pulled pork from all ingredients. That sounds really good. Oh. There you go, Nishi. Were we talking about that? Your Kindred Seals? Kind of remember that. Yeah, I haven't seen a single one yet. The Kindred Seals only drop from certain mobs at a certain level, so it makes sense. I think it's actually mobs 50 and up. And this beetle is actually... These beetles are in the 50 range. I do need to start doing BCNMs and Kindred Seals to make the good money. I see people playing Final Fantasy XI that have like 31 million gil, and I don't know how they get it. I wonder if they're exploiting, just not saying anything, or just like end game stuff, you get the opportunity to make more money. Link is short and yet freaking monster to any... Lore accurate Link is Japanese, Breath of the Wild. It's not normal. Yeah, nut. I guess that's what everyone's doing is the clamming. Yeah, I gotta do that clamming stream. I'm thinking it's gotta be clamming. Well, the people that are end game, like 75, multiple 75 jobs, they do a lot of end game events, quests, missions, NMs that drop expensive items. Hey, Deathspark, what's happening? There is exploits, and not exploits, but there's a thing you can do called printing in Final Fantasy XI. I think printing is... There's items you can buy from one NPC and sell it to another for a profit. And they just loop that. Wow, yeah, send me that clamming video. I've never seen clamming. Get money. I'm good, Deathspark. Yep. Yeah, send me that video. Not unusual for crafters to make anywhere from 5 to 25 million. Wow. How active you are, however, be warned. Becoming a crafter means listing yourself into the undercutting on the market board. Edgy nut jobs. I got the end of FF7 level 25. Could not beat it at 25 though. The only exploit I know of in Final Fantasy VII is all my arrows. In Final Fantasy VII, you get the morph materia. You fight the Rhino tank monsters in that town. I think it's Zack's hometown, Maganja. There was those Rhino tanks that the overworld battles you get into. And if you use the morph materia and turn them into powers, they turn into something that boosts your strength stat permanently. So if you just farm those and boost your strength, you can just destroy anything. Did you send me that clamming video? Okay. I don't think you sent me the video, just the calculator. The clamming video, I don't want to watch it. And don't take it personally. I want to go into clamming and just have no idea what I'm doing. And then I'll watch it. I want to just go into it blind. I've never even seen that zone. I didn't know that existed. So I want to go there and be surprised. Then I'll watch it. Ugh. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say I wanted something. Do I get any new abilities? Job abilities? Nope, nothing. Enmity skill material with that tri-lightning move killed everything. I don't remember that. With Final Fantasy VII, if you just spin all the regular random encounters you come through, just fight through them. And run away from very few of them, and you'll level up naturally and won't have any problems. You don't have to unlock anything for it. New account level 1 can do it. Okay. I don't think the JRPGs were for you, Rusty. Materia, you just had to use it. I really should make a Warcry macro. Abilities, job traits. Martial arts is the most useless job trait when your main job is warrior. I want 1000 HP already. Our levels sync. Yeah. What is happening? Legend of Mana anime. I've tried to find it, but I'm not about to pay Crunchyroll for it. Used to have Crunchyroll, but got rid of it. Wasn't worth it anymore. I'm talking within my party chat. I said, I can't wait to have over 1000 HP, finally. And the Taru tank in my party was like, I don't think mine will ever be that high. And then I said, Taru max HP is like 38, right? And I'll watch it, just don't like the male lead of that game. Man, the soundtracks are also, as Gen Z says, goated. YUCR, just pirate. Stream, not surprising given it's Yoko Shinamura. BB? What, Billy? Does Billy stream anime? Probably. It's Chinese. They don't give a fuck. They'll steal anything. Oh no. We're gonna let the white mage get beat up. Video game soundtracks made you a metalhead? They get fucked several ways. Alright, I'm gonna head out in 15 minutes. There's awesome music in video games like Auditory Berserk. Yeah, I don't know if any of us can relate to that, Rusty. Look at that. I'm leaving and the party's gonna disband. I am the party. I've never seen that, Rusty. I don't know. You could use some shrooms, chocolate about. Oh, finally, I used that EXP scroll. I don't know, Rusty. I just don't think vibing to music or really getting into the music and feeling it is a superpower. Everybody does it. Want to call it a night at some point. Somebody did 1, 2, 3 damage. I gotta pop this scroll, do an Eco Warrior tomorrow. Or at some point this week. I fought Highwind this week and my game didn't crash, so that was nice. Yeah, you don't want to drive with your brain turned off, Rusty. Definitely not. What's this mob? Very tough. It's a very good freaking party. I go further than others and don't just, yeah, get some. See, wow, that music is so good. It gave me chills. I don't know about that, Rusty. I mean, you do you. Start killing the room. Man. I don't think I ever played Doom, because when that was on PC, that game is not cool for kids. My mom didn't let me play it. By the time I was old enough to start playing it, it was an obsolete game. I think Doom has had a resurgence and a bunch of remakes and whatnot, so there's that. Look at that. One kindred seal. I only got 100 more to go. I only got invited to one Beastmaster burn party in the entire... As of like August, I've been playing this game a year, and I only got invited to one of those once. I do want to level up Beastmaster so I can do the Call Beast. I want to do a stream where I just mess around, like on Easter stream, with the bunny pet you can get. The Jug Pet bunny. I want to get one of those on for Easter and just run around and slap things. Took all my sleeping pills and I hope my meeting with my boss is canceled tomorrow. That's the best comment I read all night, Nishi. But seriously, don't mess around with those pills. That's just be careful with that. Got 5 more minutes. Oh, eating your vitamins? Okay. In other news, I went to a wedding the other night, as some of you know, and they didn't serve a wedding cake at the end. It was a very low-key wedding. It was at the upstairs of this, like, restaurant. It was like a banquet room you can rent. But there was no wedding cake. And I was like, yeah, I'll go after the cake. And there was no cake. It was just like these little tiny dessert hors d'oeuvres and coffee and tea. Drank like 3 cups of coffee. Trying to offset the alcohol. I wasn't hammered, but I had like 3 or 4 drinks throughout the night and I had to drive home. Nope, no cupcakes. Not that I saw, at least. Starting to wonder, I was thinking about it. I was like, I wonder if they forgot to do the cake, but I don't think so. Because when you go to a restaurant, like even just like an upstairs, like a banquet room for your, you know how restaurants have party rooms? It's basically like that. The upstairs floor is a party room. if you give them a wedding cake, the servers who run it, they're going to bring it out. So I'm guessing they just straight up didn't have a cake. Which is fine. They do them. Croquembouche. Oh. I have a funny story about croquembouches, actually. One cake pop, get lost wedding. Barge, Dragoons, Red Mages, and mainly Beastmasters will get pulled into Beastmaster burns. Guess I got to level up one of those. No, wedding cakes are rightfully expensive. It's a craft. It's an art to make a nice wedding cake. They're entitled to charge what they want. So you mentioned the croquembouche, AC. So the croquembouche, maybe we're thinking of the same thing. It's like the little tiny like cream puffs all stacked up, right? They're like spherical cream puffs stacked with like a caramel drizzled on them. Is that the right thing? Then you can make better cake to make your own cake for your wedding. I'd make them a fantastic... You don't know how to bake cakes, Rusty. I promise. No, you don't know how to do that. I promise. Fantastic cake for a bargain. Just get somebody else to decorate. Rusty, you have 0 training. No one's going to take you seriously. No offense. So yeah, the croquembouche, I worked in a 4-star restaurant, and when guests leave, they get what's called miniardises. It's like a little extra mini dessert that comes with the check. Basically a glorified 4-star version of the fortune cookies you get with your check at a Chinese restaurant. So that night, I think it was Christmas or New Year's, they gave the special holiday miniardises was croquembouche. Every customer got all the guests as they were leaving got a mini little croquembouche to taste. And the floor manager for the night didn't know what those were called. But earlier in the night, myself and 2 of the chefs in the kitchen were just talking about history in the Berlin Wall. And I don't know how it came up, and big German guy in the kitchen was like, "Yeah, dude, David Hasselhoff was on top of the wall singing. That was awesome." And then the one lady was like, the lady came in hours later, like, "Oh, what's that dessert called? The croquembouche." Like, we didn't tell her that. I was like, "Croquembouche? I never heard of it. I didn't want to missay it." And the chef, Matt, was like, "Oh, it's a Hasselhoffer." So that lady spent the rest of the night telling the restaurant guests that the dessert they just ate was called a Hasselhoffer, which is not a real thing. It was a joke name he made up because we were talking about David Hasselhoff. So everyone went home that night saying, "I had a delicious Hasselhoffer with my meal." Fuck. Fuck me. Final Fantasy XI client sucks. If your connection drops and it just kicks you out. If it drops and reestablishes, you still get kicked out. Yeah, the Beastmaster burns. Yeah, I gotta level up Beastmaster. It seems like fun. Like, I heard you can solo as Beastmaster. Like, you can fight incredibly tough mobs, just you and your pet. Yeah, here I am. I'm gonna crash. Are you serious? It's a good party. I wanted to say goodbye. I gotta log back in. You internet? Why are you crashing? Isn't that funny? I think that's very funny. The first time that happened, like, I was cracking up, and I went to a friend's house the next day, and I was trying to explain it, but I couldn't tell that story without cracking up. Because what happened was, the way we didn't realize it, like, he was just jokingly said it's a Hasselhofer. So the head chef, another guy, another German guy, the executive chef, calls the kitchen. He's like, Danny, what did you say that dish was called? Because the head waitress talked to the executive chef saying, oh, those Hasselhoffers were delicious. Everyone loved them. So he's like, what the fuck? He had to call the kitchen and be like, what did you say those things are called? And we're like, you called it a Hasselhofer. And he was like, oh no, they believed me. Hopefully I told it in a coherent manner. That's one of my favorite stories. The Hasselhofer. Fucking game crashed. This whole. No, I think it's the Wi-Fi extender, and I got to get around to getting the wiring, physical wiring in my house so I can get the fucking non-Wi-Fi. Hasselhoffers. People are waking up in my house with a Hasselhofer story. See, I'm glad someone appreciates that. uh, yeah, Rusty, I don't know what your ability is, but I don't recall you going to culinary school at any point. Not that you need to. You can become a great baker just by learning on the job, apprenticeships, whatever. But I don't believe you have any. No offense. Yeah, I fight stuff the same level or a couple levels higher than me. You gonna invite me back, or is this be done? Yep, strange case of the Hasselhofer. I still talk to that chef Matt. I gotta ask him if he remembers that. That's a fair point. You love Hasselhoffers. No, this zone didn't crash. It's just my IT infrastructure crashed. I don't know why I'm um Hasselhofer. Okay, that is now the official channel name for Crokenbush. So Crokenbush slash Hasselhoffers are you have no IT infrastructure. I do. It's sort of a basic, you know, it's one of the Verizon provided routers which talks to a Wi-Fi extender that's upstairs. I think it's the Wi-Fi extender that's the piece of shit. I'm gonna say. I thought y'all were just banding. So Hasselhofer, it's just cream puffs, like the round cream puff pastry stacked on top of like a pyramid, and like coated with like a caramel or like a sticky thing, so it's kind of like they hold together. And like a puff, a cream puff, the pastry itself, it's called a show pastry, CHOUX, I believe. And you actually cook it on your stove. That's how you make the dough. And I think you just roll it into balls, and you poke, take them out of and you put it in the oven for a brief time, and it turns into the pastry shell, the puff. And you just use your thumb and press gently into it. That's the indentation for the cream filling or whatever you want to put in it. If you want to make caramel, caramel is just 1 equal parts sugar and water. Don't burn it. Fighting with AFK healer hold. Look at me, I'm the healer now. I didn't realize you were away. You have... That's legitimately funny. You have no IT infrastructure. Ugh. But yeah, Death Spark, you mentioned the zone crash. That does happen. I don't know how specific zones crash, though. I don't understand that. I'm not smart enough to comprehend that. If we're still on, I'll be back. I gotta go do something. I'm gonna leave when my replacement gets here. But if I'm gone by the time you get back, thanks for joining as always. Appreciate it, Deathspark. We gotta do a Benson chat Horizon team up. Nishi, you still play Horizon, right? Yeah, I know you have a character. I guess you just don't ever play it. Or are you just one of those people that just does fishing and clamming, and which is fine. They're getting a ninja to replace me. Which I don't understand why. I think ninjas are shitty damage. They're tanks, but I don't think they deal that much damage. You don't play for now. I don't blame you. You're busy, a shitty ninja. Ninja's a shitty job in this game. I don't know, just like there's not great damage dealer. Yeah. Insect wings are the most garbage item ever. Just because it sucks doesn't mean it's bad. No, Ninja has a lot of utility. It's a good blink tank. But I feel like that's the only thing people care about Ninja for. Dual wield and Utsasemi spells. Oh, he went around. I get it. I have 666 HP. Wait, can yeah, I'm perma sick, basically. Always coughing up chest congestion shit. Oh. Still a hot dog? I forgot my title is hot dog. F, like F my health. Is that him? Yeah, look at that. This guy's link shell is called Only Flans. Oh, these are really good. Trying to shill for spare beetle parts that people don't. Insect wings. Did a single beetle shell jaw drop? How many beetle shells? Alright, I'm out. Oh, finally, I got a D2. I don't have to. I don't have to use my own warp staff or anything. Hey, you still here, Deathspark? You come back from that thing you had to do? Alright, I'm really gonna go. My wife's gonna shoot me staying up this. I have 1027 base HP. That's awesome. I get any new job traits? Defense, don't double it. What job ability? I got aggressor. Yes. My accuracy got better. I didn't know about the aggressor ability. Because on retail, I never took warrior past 37. So this is be cool to see this. Hey, I made a bunch of money. What? I don't. Night Reaper, Stoke Throw. Fetish. Look at that. And my guild went up. I got 20 something K on me. Okay. Forge. He's passed out. Okay. Alright guys, I'm gonna shut it down. Casey, Deathspark, Nishi, Rusty, Jesus. That's right, you guys missed it. Jesus was here. Casey, Deathspark, Nishi, Rusty, Jesus. Believe that's everybody. Thank you so much for hanging around and dealing with the choppy, shitty connection at times. It's been wonderful. Doing some great things on the channel. I couldn't do it without all of you. Gonna shut it on down. Have a great night. And probably back at it tomorrow. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And get some sleep, y'all. Have a good night. Thanks again, guys. I really appreciate it. Go make yourselves a nice big plate of Hasselhofer. All right, guys. Have a great night.